Welcome to Yaka Digital Network Videos. Have you ever noticed that after a tough football match, a long run, or a vigorous aerobics session, your worries seem smaller, your mind feels clearer, and the pressure just drops? This split screen illustrates why. On the left, an early human faces a physical threat, a lion. On the right, a student faces an academic threat, a UNAB mock exam. In both cases, the brain reacts exactly the same way. The glowing red node you see is the amygdala, the brain's internal alarm system. When the amygdala senses a threat, it triggers a massive release of chemicals. Adrenaline spikes the heart rate to help you fight or flee, while a hormone called cortisol keeps you on high alert. We can visualize this process like a water tank. Here, the tank fills with cortisol. A short burst is useful, but the constant daily pressure of family expectations and academic deadlines acts like a tap that never turns off, pouring more and more cortisol into your system. Because your brain interprets a looming exam paper as physical danger, this chronic stress keeps the tap running. The tank fills to the brim, straining at the seams, and leading to high blood pressure, fatigue, and overwhelming anxiety. We cannot stop stress entirely, and we actually wouldn't want to. The goal is to categorize it and manage it effectively. This comparison table shows two very different reactions. On the right is eustress, or positive stress. This is the excitement and energy that motivates you to perform your best on the court or during a class presentation. On the left is distress, or negative stress. This is the paralyzing, freezing sensation that hits when you look at a test paper and forget everything you studied. Let's test this concept. You have 5 seconds to identify which of these two scenarios is eustress and which is distress. A pounding heart before a presentation is eustress. It primes your body for action. A sleepless week of worry is distress. Chronic distress keeps cortisol levels high, which directly impairs cognitive function, making it harder to recall facts and solve problems. To counteract distress, we need a chemical intervention. This chart shows the stress-exercise cycle. We start at step 1. A stress trigger causes your cortisol meter to rise. Physical activity is the open tap that lets the pressure out. In step 2, moving your body actively reduces the levels of cortisol and adrenaline in your system, draining the tank. At the same time, exercise stimulates the production of endorphins. These chemicals bind to receptors in the brain, acting as natural painkillers that elevate your mood and clear your mind. Sustained aerobic exercise, like jogging or swimming, also encourages neurogenesis, the actual growth of new neurons in the part of your brain responsible for memory and learning. You are literally building a stronger brain for studying. By repeatedly raising your heart rate and letting it recover, you teach your autonomic nervous system how to return to a calm state more efficiently. You are training your body to handle pressure. Many S4 students feel they are too busy to exercise during exam season. But when you are stuck and overwhelmed, studying becomes highly inefficient. A quick physical intervention saves time by rapidly restoring your focus. If you hit a wall while reading, stand up and do 20 jumping jacks. This brief burst of movement forces your brain to shift focus away from academic worries, physically breaking the cortisol cycle so you can reset your concentration. Alternatively, follow this visual pacer for deep rhythmic breathing. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, and exhale for 6 seconds. This specific pattern stimulates the vagus nerve, signaling your heart to slow down. These simple physical acts communicate directly to your brain that you are safe, effectively shutting off the fight-or-flight alarm so productive learning can resume. Exercise is highly effective, but you cannot exercise away a lifestyle that lacks basic health foundations. As this structure shows, effective stress management requires 3 supporting pillars: physical activity, sleep, and nutrition. Sleep is a biological requirement. Sleep deprivation mimics stress in the body. If you stay up all night studying, your cortisol levels remain high the next day. 7 to 8 hours of rest is required to let those hormone levels drop. A stress-depleted body also needs specific nutrients. Groundnuts, beans, and leafy greens provide the B vitamins and magnesium your nervous system requires. High-sugar snacks only lead to energy crashes and worse focus. Let's review the mechanics. Chronic academic worry causes distress, leading to an excess of cortisol. Physical activity lowers that cortisol, releases endorphins, and helps channel your energy into motivating eustress. Your body and mind are connected. When the pressures of S4 feel heavy, movement is one of the most reliable, practical tools you have to clear your head and build resilience for your exams. Start moving. For more resources, visit Yaka Digital Network.